First of all, thank you for coming on. I would imagine this is the last place you ever thought you would be on.
Oh, never in a million years did I think that this would happen.
Right. You are a Democrat, you were a Democrat. You're an independent now, and we had an argument back and.
You're welcome to my channel. Now we have another video right here, and the title states that a Democrat goes to Trump parties and sees everything that everyone sees. Guys, the title is Democrat goes to Trump rally and realize them as screwed. I can't wait for us to watch this, right? So without further ado, without wasting much of our time, let's get right into this video.
First of all, thank you for coming on. I would imagine this is the last place you ever thought you would be on.
Oh, never in a million years did I think that this would happen.
Right. You are a Democrat, you were a Democrat. You're an independent now, and we had an argument back and forth. It's my understanding that you are still going to be voting for a Democrat or possibly voting. You haven't changed to a Trump supporter or voter, right?
Well, I really don't know. I mean, I frankly don't know who my options are in the general election. And I think that there are absolutely some pretty high profile contenders that I will not vote for under any circumstances. So we'll see.
So tell the story for anybody who didn't read. Tell your story.
Yeah, so I had been going on this journey for the past, 6 months or so, where I was really starting to feel very uncomfortable in an echo chamber that I had created for myself. And I started listening to just different conservative voices. And they kind of all culminated when I decided to go to the Trump rally in Manchester, New Hampshire last week. I thought, if there's anything, I can't think of anything bigger I could do to break out of my very liberal echo chamber. And everyone that I talked to about this idea was genuinely concerned for my safety, and that includes people on the left and the right. They were both really concerned that I was going to be physically harmed at this rally, either by the supporters or by Antifa or whoever. But I decided to go anyway, and I discovered that, hey, shocker, they're just average, normal people that are really, really nice and welcoming. And so I wrote about it.
And you said at one point you thought those people were despicable and even deplorables.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I definitely went through a phase, probably for about a year and a half, where I really thought that, anyone who supported President Trump was at best supporting racism and at worst downright racist themselves. Yeah.
Wow. And where did that come from?
I was watching a lot of MSNBC.
Okay. All right. And then why did you become uncomfortable?
Well, I'm a knitter, and in the knitting community, and I know this sounds bizarre, but it is a hyper-political community at the moment where they have these kind of roving gangs of social justice warriors just attacking people and mobbing them indiscriminatly. And Stop.
You're asking me to process way too much. First of all,
I know.
Most people didn't even know that there was an online knitting community. And now I'm seeing knitters and roving gangs of something just doesn't fit here. It's not what I expect.
Well, listen, I understand the feeling because I didn't expect it either.
Right.
But I started seeing this happen just over and over and over again. And at some point, I started speaking up within the knitting community and saying, guys, this is wrong. We shouldn't be doing this. And then they came after me. And at that point, and I didn't get it as badly as a lot of people did. But at some point, I just said, I cannot align myself with these people politically. It's wrong what they're doing.
You talked about how one person was bullied so bad online that they became suicidal.
Yes. Yeah.
What were the arguments about?
So in his case in particular, he started speaking up when the mobbings first started happening. And I swear I'm not making this up. All he did was post a poem on Instagram asking for kindness and asking for people to just see each other as human beings. And he was mobbed by thousands and thousands of people. And he eventually did go into the hospital. And then his husband posted on Instagram that, please stop the hate. He's in the hospital. And it just got worse and kept escalating after that. So it was really too too bad. But thankfully, he seemed to have really rebounded and now is getting a lot of support from people like me.
So who are these people that are in these roving mobs?
They're people on the very far left that anytime something sticks out to them that is outside of their ideology, they try to pressure people into kind of bending the knee and issuing these massive apologies and, pointing out all the areas where they are wrong in their lives and transphobic and homophobic and fatphobic and all these things. And it's just to be blunt, I think they're kind of just horrible, miserable people that want to make other people miserable as well.
Boy, you're starting to sound like a conservative.
I know.
Because this is the thing that really we've been warning about. There's disagreements on things disagreements on policies we can go on. But when you're trying to shut people up and you do it through fear and intimidation, it's a very foreign kind of concept to America. That's not who we were. That's not what made us great. That's not what made us big. And anyone who's doing it on any side is really engaging in some really dangerous stuff because it always ends the same way.
I totally agree. And when people started telling me to shut up specifically, that was when I started really taking a look at it. Because for me, expression is a gift that we've all been given. And if you want to change people's minds, you have to do it through conversation, not through intimidation.
So you said the day you went to the Trump rally, MSNBC was there. And so you wanted to... You wanted to go among some familiar territory first. So you went, and what was your experience there that morning?
Well, I was wearing a red hat that looks kind of like a Trump hat that says "Make speech free again." It's my little protest against cancel culture. Mm-hmm. And, it's always a conversation starter, and people struck up a conversation. And I said, I'm thinking about going over to the Trump rally. And they were like, don't do it. They're going to hurt you. They're going to harass you. And one woman even offered me her pepper spray. And I just said, I think I'm going to be fine. It's going to be okay.
So what were your thoughts? Because I'm sure these people were being genuine.
Yes.
So what were your thoughts on that? Especially somebody of your profession, that you look and say, these people genuinely care about my safety. They're really warning me, and it's almost unhinged from reality.
Well, yeah, and I think that when literally every single person around you is in fear of your safety, it's really hard not to question and say, what are they seeing that I don't see? But it's also an indication that I knew I had to do it at that point because I knew I had to see for myself what was going on.
One thing I came to understand about Donald Trump during the course of this presidential election happening in United States of America, one thing about Donald Trump is that whenever he campaign or whenever he rally for his political career, he ends up coming out with free and fair and a peaceful campaign. Now, based on this content I just watched, now I just feel like everybody should be treated with dignity and respect. I'm not in to support, I'm here for the black, I'm here for the white and all that. If you know me very well, you should know that I am not someone that discriminates. I'm not a racist. I'm not someone that, buy this idea of this particular racist and all that. We all are one, right? And I'm not in support of the BLM movement, that is Black Lives Matters. No, everyone have equal rights and everyone are entitled to his or her own rights and freedom. Now, I feel like all life matters and all people matter, irrespective of whether one is black, white, and all that. So this racism has to stop. This discrimination has to stop. And this shouldn't be a tantamount or shouldn't be a criteria for one. How do I put it? This shouldn't be a criteria for one occupying a presidential seat. Probably you're looking at the particular races and all that. No, vote for who is accountable, vote for who is credible, vote for who is ready to do the work done. That is all I can say. Now, a lot of black are now speaking up, saying that they are no longer democratic, they are now independent and Republican and all that. Now, when it comes to Trump, I so much respect that man with so much dignity. I so much regard him a lot. He's just so different from other candidates compared to Kamala Harris and all that. Whenever he hosts any rally and all that, everything goes free and fair. And within a minute and all that, he's already saying the things he want to do. I don't want to talk too much, but then let's be very, very open and let's get to make the right decision and fix who is credible, who is accountable, who is ready to take United States of America to another level. I love you guys so much. It's still your girl, Bibi Hair First React. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly hit the subscribe button, subscribe to our channel, give us a good thumbs up. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.